What's going on YouTube? azneyeswhitedragon here. So this is the deck profile on the Vendalion Turbo deck that I've been running. Very awesome, just really fast. It's kind of funny. It just games people really fast and they don't even understand what deck it is, and it just kind of wrecks people really fast. But so we'll get in with the deck profile and I'll explain things as I go along. So we got Envoy. This card is pretty darn good in every deck. It must be ran in every deck pretty much. And then since we're running a lot of counter traps, Bountiful Artemis, also a light, kind of just helps cycle, more draws. And then you're pretty much negating whatever your opponent gets out on the field or its effect anyways, so drawing one's pretty good. And then we got one Warrior Lady, just because Marshmallow, sometimes it's hard to get around that. I'm also running a Smashing Ground, but yeah. Spirit Reaper, Marshmallow kind of give this deck a little bit of trouble. It just takes a little bit longer to get around it. So Warrior Lady pretty good, plus the light. I mean, chances are I won't be using it to remove because Warrior Lady usually will get removed. But there's this card right here, Levier. And that gets back DD Warrior Lady, and that gets you pretty much around anything. So if you go summon Tour Guide for another Tour Guide, get Levier, and then you just special DD Warrior Lady. That way you can run over anything. Plus you have an 18 beater, pretty good. And then Honest, I've run some light monsters, so Honest is just too good. Plus, I mean, at times if I need to, I can set it. It's 19 defense. The reason why I like it is because if you get Thunder King and your opponent summons something over Thunder King, and you drop Honest, it hurts them a lot because a lot of decks don't have very many good answers to Thunder King in the meta right now. And Thunder King overall solid. Then we got Sangan, works with Tour Guide, also dark, also searches out Tour Guide. Pretty good, searches out DD Warrior Lady, Honest, just overall I like it. And the only thing it can't really search out for is Bountiful, but pretty much you're going to use Sangan to cycle your Tour Guide. Also, it's basically, you don't have very many targets, but it's just overall just too good of a dark. And then we got Thunder King, no explanation, Thunder King just wrecks everything. And then Tour Guide, because Tour Guide is pretty awesome even though you don't get the Sangan effect when you exceed, but that's okay. We got Vendalion. It's also dark, pretty much the heart of the deck. You negate something and then you get out Vendalion, and then pretty much it games them from there. Like if you activate 7 tools against someone else's card, you get out Vendalion, you destroy their monster, and you can kind of push for game really fast. And then Dark Hole, heavy, Reborn, obvious, just you need these cards. Pot of Duality, just lets you get a better hand, cycle some stuff. Smashing Ground, like again, the Reaper and Marshmallow kind of pose a problem, or sometimes, if you can't get out Vendalion because they have a Crisio on the field or Vandy's Fiend, Smashing Ground just pretty good. And then we got Triple Bribe, so you can get out your Vendalion, Triple Divine Wrath, Triple Judgment of Anubis. Now this card is pretty darn good because if you negate a spell, it is pretty awesome. When they go heavy or MST, you activate Judgment Anubis, you get out this guy, they take 1500 damage, and then with Judgment of Anubis' effect, you get to select one monster on the field to destroy, and they take damage equal to that monster's attack. So they could be taking some heavy damage because, okay, so it's 15, plus let's say they have, a 2000, that's 35, plus, you have Vendalion, which is basically like 3000. So it's basically almost game at that point. If you just have any summonable monster, you can just push for game. Very awesome. And then 7 tools, just because you can push really, really fast in endgames immediately in this deck. Pretty awesome. And then we got your triple Solemns, and then we have the double Starlight Road. Just good because you'll be setting a lot in this deck. I mean, you always have enough cards to set, so no really dead draws with Starlight Road. Unless you're playing against Monarchs, then you probably won't be using Starlight Road too much. But as far as extra deck, basically you only use Stardust, and you use number 17 and Levier. But if you have the options, you can go for Utopia, you go for Roach. We got the double Stardust for the Starlight Road. Make sure you run 2 Stardust. There's a game where I was running 1, and it'd been pretty nice to have 2, because I was playing pre-banlist when I made this. So, obviously I wasn't running Starlight Road because a heavy wasn't there. Then you got Thought Ruler, Scrap Dragon, Colossal, Breadneck, Black Rose, Catastor, and just for funsies, we put a Mystical Sand in here just because she is awesome. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know how you like this deck. It's not that amazing if you go second. If you go first, this deck is pretty awesome. It finishes games very fast. But thanks for watching, guys. azneyeswhitedragon signing out.